Hey, welcome to World Code Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The Batanes Islands, the northernmost jewels of the Philippines, are a world apart. Remote, windswept, and breathtakingly beautiful. Here, the land seems to rise out of the sea, shaped by centuries of wind and waves, standing as a sentinel at the very edge of Asia. This is a place where emerald hills roll down to meet the churning Pacific Ocean and the restless waters of the Luzon Strait, creating a dramatic landscape that feels both ancient and untamed. For centuries, Batanes has been defined by its resilient Ivitan culture. The iconic stone houses, built to withstand fierce typhoons, and a way of life molded by relentless winds and profound isolation, have set the Ivitans apart as a people of remarkable endurance and adaptability. But on September 5, 2025, the winds of change are blowing with a new and powerful force, bringing with them uncertainty and opportunity. Batanes is no longer just a remote paradise for those seeking solitude, it's now at the center of a growing regional drama, drawing the attention of nations far beyond its shores. Its location, less than 200 kilometers from Taiwan, has transformed it into a strategic frontier, a watchful sentinel over one of the world's most contested and vital maritime crossroads. The Luzon Strait, once a quiet backdrop to island life, is now a major shipping lane, a bustling corridor for global trade, and a critical gateway for naval forces moving between the Pacific and the South China Sea. The island's proximity to Taiwan places them at the very heart of Asia's most sensitive flashpoint, where tensions simmer and the stakes are higher than ever before. The once tranquil calm of Batanes is now punctuated by the presence of military activity and new facilities, signaling a dramatic shift from peaceful isolation to urgent strategic significance. The Ivitan people, long renowned for their resilience against the forces of nature, now find themselves on the front lines of international power politics, adapting once again to a changing world. Their homeland's fate is now inextricably linked to the security and stability of the entire region, making every decision and every day more consequential than ever before. Batanes has become a bastion of national sovereignty at the edge of Asia, standing firm as both a symbol of heritage and a beacon of vigilance in uncertain times. For decades, Batanes was a remote marker of the Philippines' northern boundary, beautiful but militarily neglected. The government focused on local administration and disaster relief, not defense. But the rise of China and tensions over Taiwan have redrawn Asia's security map. The Bashi Channel, separating Batanes from Taiwan, is now a hotspot for military activity, with Chinese vessels and aircraft frequently passing through. This new reality makes Batanes indispensable for Philippine security. Establishing a military presence here is now a necessity, not a choice. A base in Batanes allows the Philippines to monitor the Luzon Strait, providing early warning and asserting sovereignty. This shift transforms Batanes from a scenic outpost into a vital part of national defense. By placing a military outpost on its northernmost island, the Philippines gains a crucial vantage point to deter hostile actions. Batanes is now a strategic linchpin in the country's evolving defense posture. On the windswept edge of the Philippines, Mavalis Island stands as a sentinel in the north. Here, the nation has constructed a forward operating base, lean, agile, and designed for presence, not size. This outpost is more than just a collection of buildings. It is a symbol of resolve and vigilance at the country's frontier. The Mavalis FOB features a dedicated naval detachment, advanced radar systems, long-range cameras, and robust communications gear. These tools provide real-time surveillance over the vital Bashi Channel, a maritime corridor crucial for both security and commerce. Around the clock, operators track vessels, monitor air traffic, and gather intelligence. Every movement in the surrounding waters and skies is carefully observed, ensuring that no activity goes unnoticed. A small concrete pier and a helipad enable rapid deployment and resupply, which are critical for such an isolated outpost. These facilities allow the base to remain connected and responsive, even in challenging weather or emergencies. Rotating teams of Marines and Navy personnel ensure a constant human presence. The barracks are specially built to withstand powerful typhoons, providing safety and comfort for those stationed far from home. The base stores essential supplies and fuel, maximizing its strategic impact despite its modest scale. Careful planning ensures that the outpost can operate independently for extended periods, reinforcing its role as a reliable stronghold. Its main mission is clear: maintain maritime domain awareness and protect Philippine sovereignty. Every day the flag is raised as a reminder of the nation's commitment to defending its territory. The base's very existence acts as a deterrent, signaling to all that the nation's northern gate is guarded and its interests are protected. It sends a message of strength and readiness to any who might challenge its borders. The Philippines is no longer a bystander but an active shaper of its security environment. Through vigilance and preparation, it asserts its role as a guardian of the region. The Mavulas FOB stands as a modern watchtower, small in size but with outsized strategic significance, watching over the nation's future from the edge of the archipelago. The Mavulas base marks Batanes' shift from periphery to front line, driven by rising tensions over Taiwan. China's military drills near Taiwan, often in the Luzon Strait, put the Philippines in a precarious position. Any conflict over Taiwan would unfold on the country's doorstep, threatening Filipino workers and risking a refugee crisis. The base is a pragmatic response to this threat, enhancing surveillance and readiness. It creates a buffer, asserting control over Philippine territory in a crowded, contested neighborhood. The message, the Philippines is preparing for all contingencies and won't be caught off guard. This is not aggression, but prudent self-preservation, and a strategic awakening. Geography no longer insulates the country from great power competition. The Mavulas base is Manila's way of reinforcing its frontier before the storm. The Philippines is ready to face the region's complex security challenges head-on. The Batanes base is part of a broader shift in the U.S.-Philippine alliance, revitalized by shared concerns over China's growing assertiveness in the region. This partnership is not just about military hardware or presence, but about a renewed sense of purpose and cooperation between two long-standing allies. The Mutual Defense Treaty and Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, have deepened security ties, with the U.S. gaining rotational access to key Philippine bases. These agreements allow for joint training, pre-positioning of equipment, and rapid response to regional threats, making the alliance more flexible and responsive. While Mavulas isn't officially an EDCA site, its ongoing development closely aligns with the broader goals of the alliance, serving as a strategic outpost that strengthens the Philippines' ability to monitor and secure its northernmost frontiers. A stronger Philippine presence in Batanes not only enhances regional security but also demonstrates Manila's commitment to defending its territory, making the country a more effective and reliable partner for the U.S. and other allies. The Luzon Strait's openness is vital to both nations, as it is a crucial maritime corridor for global trade and military movement. Intelligence gathered from Batanes can be rapidly shared with allies, improving situational awareness and collective defense. For the U.S., a capable and well-equipped Philippine outpost complements its regional posture, allowing for a strong presence without the need for a direct American footprint on the ground. Crucially, the Batanes base is a Filipino initiative, conceived, built, and commanded by the Philippines. This ensures that the country's interests and sovereignty remain at the forefront of all operations. U.S. support comes primarily through training, intelligence sharing, and capacity building, but Manila retains full operational control, reinforcing its leadership role in the partnership. This autonomy is vital for Philippine strategic independence and credibility, allowing the nation to act decisively in its own interests, while still benefiting from Allied support. The base ultimately showcases a mature and evolving alliance, with the Philippines stepping up as an active contributor to regional stability and security, shaping the future of the Indo-Pacific alongside its partners. The Mavulas base is entirely Filipino-led, funded, and operated, a powerful statement of self-reliance. It signals that the Philippines is taking primary responsibility for its defense, not outsourcing security. This sovereignty deters adversaries and counters narratives of foreign provocation. Full operational control lets Manila align the base's activities with national interests and law. The base is a product of the military's modernization, shifting focus from internal to external defense. It demonstrates the growing capability of the Philippine Navy and Marines in a challenging environment. By establishing a permanent presence, the Philippines draws a clear line in the water. This is sovereign territory. The Mavulas base is the physical embodiment of Philippine sovereignty in action. The Mavulas base is more than a military outpost. It's a multi-role hub for national security and public welfare. Its surveillance helps combat smuggling, trafficking, and illegal fishing, protecting marine resources and local livelihoods. The naval detachment deters foreign poachers and secures economic sovereignty. The base is also vital for disaster response, enabling rapid deployment of aid to storm-battered Batanes. With a helipad, pier, and supplies, it's a lifeline for isolated communities during crises. The base supports maritime research and environmental monitoring, aiding scientists in studying ocean currents and climate impacts. This scientific mission complements its security role, supporting long-term resource management. Mavalis is an investment in defense, economy, disaster relief, and environmental stewardship. The Mavalis base reshapes the regional security landscape, making the Philippines an active player, not a bystander. Southeast Asian neighbors quietly welcome a stronger Philippines, seeing it as a bulwark against expansionism. For Japan and South Korea, a stable Luzon Strait is vital for trade. The base enhances security for all. The facility encourages deeper cooperation among U.S. allies, creating a network for maritime domain awareness. China views the base with suspicion, seeing it as a challenge to its freedom of movement in the Bashi Channel. The base introduces deterrence by detection, raising the cost of aggressive maneuvers. Smaller nations, through strategic positioning, can now influence the regional balance of power. The days of uncontested movement through the Philippines north are over. A new, more complex chapter in Indo-Pacific security has begun. Batanes' transformation from remote paradise to strategic bastion symbolizes the Philippines' evolving Indo-Pacific role. The Mavalis base is a prudent step to safeguard sovereignty in uncertain times, reflecting a mature, outward-looking defense posture. Its future is now tied to regional peace and stability. The base, joint exercises, and new assets create a layered defense to deter conflict, not provoke it. Its multi-role nature serves defense, economy, disaster relief, and science, security inseparable from human well-being. Filipino leadership of the project shows self-reliance and partnership, not patronage. Batanes is now at the heart of great power rivalry, but the Philippines is no longer a passive spectator. As the sentinel of the North, Batanes stands as a bastion for peace, its endurance shaping the Pacific's future.